To do this effect, we need to put our playhead on top of the image and then click on Fusion. What we want to do first is to make our media visible on the left viewer. So I'm going to do that by clicking on this left dot over here. And now we can add the text by clicking on this little icon here. Then we have to click on this square to connect it to the media in. Now that we have created a merge node, we're now ready to add a text. So click on this text node and add your text. In this case, I will put in Moulin Rouge. There you go. On this inspector panel, we can also change the color. What we want for this text is to make it black. We'll click on OK, and then we also need to change the size. I think this should be good enough. I want to change the font, and in this case, I'm going to use something that's that has a neon vibe to it. This one. Okay, I'll make this one bigger. There you go. So this first text should also be activated on the left viewer. So let me just click this. And the reason we're doing this is we want two versions of this text. One is off, and the other one that has the color is on. And to do that, we just need to click on this, press on Ctrl-C to copy it, click anywhere on the grid, press on Ctrl-V, and now we have our second text. What we want is to merge this second text to our main timeline. And to do that, we'll just click on the red square and then connect that to this other square. We now have a merge to node, which means whatever happens here and here are being put together before they are shown in our media out. From here, we can now change our text color or properties. So in this case, I want something maybe purple, red. I think I want the red one. Okay, so I'll just select this and click on OK. After which, we can now add our neon effect. And to do that, while the text is clicked, press on Shift Spacebar, and then type on glow. This is the glow that we want, not this one. So while this is selected, I'll click on Add. Let me just arrange this. We are not going to do anything on the glow one. Instead, we want to add another glow. So we need to click on glow 1, press on Shift Spacebar again, and add the same effect. But this time, while clicking on the glow 2, we want to change the glow size to maybe about 50. Okay, so you can play around the glow size if you want. It all depends on your artistic preferences, but in this case, I will use 50. And as you can see, there's a change in how it glows. Now, while clicking on glow 2, I want to add another glow node. And again, I'll press on Shift Spacebar, click on glow, and then add it. This time, I want to adjust the glow size to, let's say, about 100. How about 200? Yeah, I think that's better. You can play around the glow size, and again, it's up to you to choose how you want your text to glow. I think I will be happier with 150. Okay. You also have the option to change the blend mode. The blend is essentially the intensity of the glow. So if you want it to be brighter, you can increase that intensity. What I want is, let's say, 0.25 intensity. Okay, now we are ready to animate or do the flicker effect. And to do that, we need to put our playhead, this red bar or line over here, back to the first frame. Now, once we're there, we need to click on Merge To because this is where the magic happens. And just to demonstrate, that flickering effect will happen in the blend. And as you can see, if the blend is 0, we go back to the black and white or off mode. And if the blend is 1.0, we go back to the on mode. So once your playhead is at frame 0 and your Merge To is clicked, click on this diamond icon here beside the blend slider. This is a keyframe, and we are essentially telling DaVinci that I want you to do something from this moment on, and that moment is frame 0. We are telling DaVinci that by the time the playhead gets here, we want it to turn it off. So we will put the blend value to 0. So now that it's off, we want it to turn back on, and we can do that if we move our playhead to frame number 2, okay? And then put the blend back to 1.0. You may have noticed that this keyframe automatically turned red because DaVinci created this second keyframe automatically. Now we want it to turn off again. So after 2 frames, I'll click on frame number 4. I'll turn it off again. Okay. And then maybe you can vary how you want the flicker to happen. So let's do 2 for about 6 frames before it turns back on. Okay. And now let's wait maybe 4 frames before we turn it back off. And once it hits, let's say the 20th frame, I want it on. And I want that on to last for, let's say, until frame 52. And then I'll turn it back off after 4 frames. Turn it back on. Turn it back off. And then we turn it back on. And just leave it on. So now we are ready to see this effect in action. I will click on edit, put the playhead back to the beginning, and then click on play. There you go. Let's play that one more time. All right, so that's how you do a flicker effect in DaVinci Resolve. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week.